Hello, friends. Welcome back to this Career Conversations episodes. Here is the latest conversation of one of my experiences I'm going to share in this episode. So let's look at the story. Let's look at the experience which I had to bring up to you through this episode. Here is an interesting telephonic conversation I had with one of my mentees, one of my students. The student has actually completed second year of his engineering. The student has completed second year of his engineering. That means he has already got a little further on the path of that academic pursuit. Okay, the child is doing computer engineering and he is doing well. He is academically meritorious student, no doubt about it. And they come from a very humble background as a family with limited financial resources, but the child has run decently well and then he has been doing good in one of the reputed engineering colleges of his region. Now the conversation, the point of discussion or the conversation is like this on a telephonic call. And of course, the telephonic call went for about 90 minutes or so. Though it is supposed to, initially it was supposed to be about a quick 5-minute call, but it went on for 90 minutes because of the questions and concerns that the child has got. So here is the essence of that conversation. The child is almost completing those 2 years of engineering and 2 more years left. Now he realized lately that medicine as a career is better than engineering as a career. Now believe me, after spending 2 years in engineering, he's doing good in engineering also academically, but somehow he came to a point where medicine as a career is comparatively better than engineering. And you know, the logic that this young boy had to give me is basically the amount of respect I get in society as a doctor is far more superior than the amount of respect I get as an engineer. Maybe true to some extent, because it all depends on the thought process. It all depends on how you look at things, how your society around you, how your social structure around you, how your family those all look at you. But largely we all can resonate with this. The respect is given because which is widely known. If I go talk about some unconventional career which nobody know, though that is a high paying job or anything, that doesn't sound too respectful. But doctor means it saves lives. It is a noble profession, noble career, right? Somehow this boy fall into that thought process of medicine is a better career compared to any other, even in engineering, of computer engineering, what he has already been doing. He's completed 2 years. Now he said, "Sir, can I do medicine now? If yes, how? What would you suggest me?" And of course, I've already told you what made him think that way. That's how I've discovered, what makes him think this way. Then I had to tell him, I had to ask him few questions. Okay, do you drive a vehicle, a 4-wheeler? He said, though he don't own, his family don't own, he had an opportunity to drive one of his uncles. I said, how comfortable are you driving on a straight road versus how comfortable are you to take a right turn or a U-turn versus how comfortable are you to taking a U-turn? Then obviously the answer is the less number of turns would be easy to drive, would be fruitful to drive, would be convenient to drive, and as much as possible let it be a straight road with no turnings. Right? Of course, most of the highways are being built with the concept of no turnings. It's a straight road, isn't it? There's a lot of advantages to it. But in a practical life, it is not always possible without any turnings. It could be a left turn, right turn on the same path. Towards our journey, if you're taking a right turn or a left turn, still going ahead towards your career destination, which is fine. But what if you have to take a U-turn completely? Even in a normal 4-wheeler drive, taking a U-turn is a considerably difficult task, isn't it? And some of us are not comfortable. Only, though I have relative experience, we don't feel comfortable in taking that U-turn. Now imagine, my friends, even after all on a road, taking U-turn on our vehicle itself is an inconvenient move. Now imagine, after spending 2 years of engineering, you are thinking of taking a U-turn and going back and resetting everything to pursue medicine as a career. This is the question I've posed to this student, and he understood it. But you know what? He's so much convinced in wanting to take that U-turn because in his plus 2 he has got maths, physics, chemistry, biology as the mainstream subjects. So he has an eligibility. So he don't have to do his plus 2 again, even if he wanted to do, which may be foolish for somebody to go back and reset 4 years of time. Maybe I can understand sometimes 6 months to 1 year, not all the decisions we make would be in our favor, and we may be have to take some U-turns. There's a limit to it, but you can't take a completely 360-degree turn of resetting 2 years, 4 years of your career. Now he says, sir, since I have this plus 2 eligibility as maths, physics, chemistry, biology as my mainstream subjects, now I have an eligibility to pursue NEET now and medicine. So I want to take, go back and, appear for NEET, drop this engineering and go back and appear for NEET. Now, can you imagine somebody after completing 2 years looking to take a U-turn, do medicine again, restart the career? To me, as a wise, advice didn't sound too reasonable. But yet, I had to give this boy as an option. I need to help him as a mentor to come out of that situation. Now, here is what I have suggested. Now, this suggestion may not be suitable to everybody, may not be applicable to everybody, but because one size doesn't fit all. But in this case, the child is academically meritorious. For him, academic merit is like he is doing well. It's not an issue. Then I've given him a mid path. As okay, you can, if you are so determined, if you have convinced your parents, if you are willing to make that financial arrangements in the event if you don't secure a non-paid seat, you will have to spend a lot of money in getting that paid seat for medicine. He understood all that. He's a matured young boy. So I have to give him a mid path, saying that, okay, since you are doing well in the academics and engineering, don't drop this ball. Continue this engineering. You have to take an extra mile. You have to stretch yourself a little bit further and make some time every day for your NEET coaching. You continue with this path and see to that you're balancing your time so that you could devote your weekends more to the NEET coaching or the preparing for the NEET exam while you're continuing with your engineering academic path. And as you come close to your term exams, probably you deprioritize your NEET preparation and then prioritize your engineering preparation, term exam preparation, and after that again you prioritize. So make that priority. That is a midway, but I wouldn't recommend you to completely drop engineering, because for a reason, if you are asking this question in the very beginning after you join engineering, probably okay to drop it and then go for appear for the NEET exam and so on. But still, these decisions have to be made ahead of times, not after getting into something and then redoing something that may not be appearing fruitful, because this time at this age, the prime age for the children, is very crucial, and that experience what they gain is going to long last, is going to define the rest of their future, rest of their life. So I have given him a midway, not to drop this completely, but rather manage if he can do it. The only hope I had was academically he's good. Okay, it's okay even if you drop, because of your deprioritization, even if you drop a little bit of a percentage of your academic score, which is still okay, because you have you can always bring it back by appearing for betterment exams and so on. Right? So he seemed to be convinced, but I wouldn't advise in the very beginning to take a U-turn of resetting everything, because that doesn't come easy. 2 years, 24 months of your quality time at your prime age as a young student is very crucial, my friends. So U-turn is difficult even on a normal road in a vehicle, and career U-turns are highly difficult, highly challenging. I wouldn't advise, but unless and otherwise it becomes eventual situation, don't venture into it. So the point here, as a message here, U-turns are difficult. That's how I named this episode as a U-turn. At the same time, make those decisions ahead of time, early times, right at your 9th or 10th grade. Weigh those options, clearly have a demarcation, see what you want to go, what you don't want to go, what suits you, what don't suit you. You can't keep experimenting. This is not an idea, it's not a business idea. You experiment with this, and then if you fail with it, you go with another idea. Maybe that's also sometimes too costly. You may lose everything what you have. But as an evolving student, as an upcoming student, as a youngster that you are pursuing a career path, you have to be very cautious. And as a parent, plays a key role here. Now, this thought process, these ideas of the child has to be seen by the parents at a very early age, and they have to be addressed very clearly. Otherwise, the possibilities taking those U-turns are very difficult, my friends. I hope you understand and resonate what I'm trying to convey through this episode, through this experience. And thank you so much for listening and being patient in watching my videos and podcast. Really appreciate it. And I'll come back with another episode, another experience sometime soon. Until then, do take care. Thank you.